Very good morning. The friends, today we discuss the topic, the molecular cloning vector. Myself, Dr. O.S. Deshmukh, Associate Professor and Head, Department of Botany, Mahatma Phule Mahavidyalaya, Gorud, District Amravati. Now, here we can discuss here the cloning vector. So that vector and the cloning, there are the two parts. Cloning is the process of similar population of genetically identical individual that occur in the nature. Cloning refers to process used to create a copies of DNA fragment, a smaller DNA fragment, or the cell or from organism. Now the vector, a cloning vector is a small piece of DNA taken from a virus, a plasmid, or the cell of higher organism that can be stable, maintained in organism, and into which a foreign DNA fragment can be inserted. Now, before that, we can study here in the first lecture the tools and techniques of the recombinant DNA technology. So for that, here the plasmid and vector, these are also present. Plasmid, I told you, the extra chromosomal double-stranded circular DNA having the ability of the self-replication. So that we call it as the plasmid. Now the plasmid, these are called it as the vector or the cloning vehicle. Now these plasmid, they are having a particular size. For example, 1 to that is 500 kbp, that is the size of the plasmid. Now how the plasmid, that is called it as the vector. Now these, and when suppose there are action of the restriction enzyme, then on that basis here, the plasmid, these are the smaller size, the circular DNA, near about there are 30 kbp, that is the sequence are present in the plasmid. So in 1973, Stanley and Cohen Boyer described the first successful construction of the recombinant vector. This is the Coher and this is the Boyer. In last time I also told you these Boyer and Cohen, they can do the experiments in E. coli in 1973 and they can use the plasmid such as the PSC101, and on that basis they can classify the biotechnology into ABC and the BBC biotechnology. BBC before Boyer and the Coher and ABC after that is the Boyer and the Coher. So the plasmid, extra chromosomal, self-replicating, double-stranded, closed circular DNA molecule present in the bacterial cell. The first point, this is the plasmid. Now this plasmid is having the high copy number as well as a low copy number. These are small in size, near about 30 kbp, that is the size of the plasmid. Number of the genes is limited. There are genes are limited in the plasmid, and these are also called it as the episome. Suppose here this is the plasmid, the blue one, and this is the chromosome that we also call it as the bacterial chromosome. In here second slide, there are a number of the plasmids are formed. That means when introduced into the host cell, you might be also know that these are the factories for the cloning. A number of the plasmids are formed inside the bacterial cell. Then Chang and Cohen first proved the use of the plasmid as a gene cloning vector. Now what are the characters of the ideal plasmid? These are small in size, that means 1.2 to 3 kbp. This is the size of the plasmid. There are copy number, also genetic marker, origin of replication, unique restriction site, no pathogenicity, multiple cloning site, and a promoter sequence. Now if you observe here in the ideal plasmid, here you can see that this is the plasmid cloning vector. Here there is the ORI region Here the ampicillin resistance, and here this is the tetracycline resistance. These are the resistance regions are present in that ideal plasmid. It should be able to replicate autonomously. No enzyme that will be required in the replication in the plasmid. There are selectable marker genes are present. Just I told you ampicillin resistance and tetracycline resistance. Reporter genes, that genes that allow only the successful clone to be easily identified. Such a feature are present in the cloning vector is used in the blue-white selection. A restriction site, that means there are more than restriction sites are present in the plasmid. That means when you can use the action of the restriction enzymes on the plasmid, they can cut from the specific side. Then these are self-replicating. Multiple copies are present, a small fragments. These are replicating origin site, that is ORI. Cloning site also present. These are the small in size and having the low molecular weight, because due to presence of the less number of BP, these are the low molecular weight. Now the vectors and the targeted host. Plasmids are present generally in bacteria, Streptomyces, in yeast also. In bacteriophages vector, in bacteria, cosmid, bacteria, yeast cloning vector, in yeast, a TI and the RI plasmid present transformation of the clone genes in the higher plants. A plasmid vector. Plasmid vector is a small piece of a circular DNA found outside the bacterial cell. Now this is the bacterial cell and this is the plasmid, a small circular DNA here present, capable of autonomous replication. No enzyme will be required and can transfer gene from one cell to other. Here this plasmid they can transfer the gene from one cell to the other cell. Contains an origin of the replication, ORI region, allowing for the replication independent of the host genome. Now here in that host cell, the bacterial chromosome or the genome is present, and along with that these plasmids they can replicate. Contains selective marker for the selection of the cells containing the plasmid. These are the multiple cloning sites are present in that plasmid, that is called MCS. Easy to isolate from the host cell, because the host cell, these are the factories for the cloning. And the examples of that plasmid, that is PBR322, this is the naturally occurring plasmid, that we also called it as the cosmid, and PUC19, that is plasmid University of the California 19. Depending upon the function, they are having the different type of the plasmid, the F plasmid, or we also call it as the fertility plasmid. They can capable of conjugation and result in the expression of the sex pili. Resistance or the R plasmid. They contain genes that provide resistance against the antibiotics or the poison. Col plasmid, they contain genes that code for the bacteriocins proteins that can kill other bacteria. Degradative plasmid, they enable the digestion of unusual substances, that is toluene and salicylic acid. Virulence plasmid, they turn the bacterium into the pathogen. Now the plasmid PBR322 contains here, this is the examples of the PBR322, a naturally occurring plasmid. It is the selectable marker. Here the red and this is the pink one, these are the selectable markers, that is the ampicillin resistance and the tetracycline resistance. Then these are the replication of origin. Here this green one, this is the ORI region is present, and EcoRI side, a specific recognition site sequence. Here this is the EcoRI region, and the size of this plasmid, that is only 4.3 kbp. So this is the naturally occurring plasmid, that is the PBR322. Now what are the advantage and the disadvantage of the plasmid? The first advantage, readily isolate from the cell. This is the first point. The plasmid, they can readily isolate from the cell. They can be reintroduced into the bacterial cell, because bacterial cell, these are the hosts for the cloning. Possess a single restriction site for one or more restriction enzyme. In that plasmid, there are one or more than one the recognition sites are present. That means you can use the action of that restriction enzyme, more than one restriction enzyme on the plasmid. Here multiple choice sequence are also present, and introduction of the linear molecule does not alter its replication. Disadvantage of this plasmid cannot accept the large fragment. Only a small fragments of the DNA are present. Now second one, that is the lambda vector plasmid. Lambda phage is a bacterial virus that infects the E. coli, consists of an isohedral head and flexible tail. Phage's DNA pack inside the head. So that is regarding to the lambda phage vector. This is the lambda phage vector here. This is the head containing the DNA. This is the protein coat, collar. Then this is the tail, and this is the base plate. And here that DNA that may be the single or the double stranded. Lambda phage DNA can carry the large DNA fragments and integrate into the host chromosome. Wild type lambda DNA can carry only a small fragment. The unwanted sequence are cut off here in lambda vector. It is of two types. Insertion vector, that is the restriction site, fragments up to 18 kbp. A replacement vector, that is second restriction site, removal of the stopper sequence. Now the hybrid vector, the cosmids and the hegemins. Cosmids here. Artificial plasmid containing the cos side of the lambda DNA, formed by joining ends of linear plasmid DNA with a cos side, has an ORI, that is origin of replication, a selectable marker, ampicillin and the tetrasenk resistance region, including side of the plasmid. What are the characters or the features of the cosmid? Circular dsDNA, that is double stranded DNA. There are two complementary single stranded region that we call the cos side. Cosmid DNA does not code for the phage protein and the host cell at the time of the lysis, does not involve in multiplication of the phage particles, has an origin from plasmid for independent replication, and these are also having the selectable marker gene for the cloning. The advantage of these are large DNA fragment in that cosmid used to establish the gene libraries of lower and higher organisms. Gene cloning through cosmid helps in the study of the nonsense sequence of the genome of the organism. And the disadvantage, the packing enzyme failed to pack a recognition cosmid into the phage head of one cos side is missing. Then phasmids, a hybrid vector that has origin of replication from a plasmid and a lambda phage DNA. It is constructed by insertion a linear side plasmid DNA into the plasmid. Now artificial chromosome, this is also the East artificial chromosome, other that is the a type of the plasmid cloning vehicle that pathogenic in eukaryotic cell host as eukaryotic chromosome. Clone very large insert of DNA, that is 100 kbp to 10 MB. Now feature YSC, that is the East artificial chromosome cloning vehicles are plasmid, and final chimeric DNA is a linear DNA molecule with telomeric end, that is the in artificial chromosome. This is the structure of that YSC. Now the functions of that plasmid in genetic engineering used as make copies of the particular gene. Number of the copies are formed because this is a small DNA. Production of large amounts of the protein. This is the cheap and easy way of mass production, producing a gene of the protein. It then code for example, insulin or human insulin, or even in antibiotic, the production, enzyme production also. These plasmids can be used. Molecular studies of the plasmids are used in molecular studies of various organisms, in synthetic biology, in medicine, and in ecology also. Plasmids in antibiotic resistance. In addition, plasmids carry antibiotic resistance genes and are spread in pathogenic bacteria of great medical importance. In gene therapy also, these plasmids can be used. Production of the protein from the clone genes. Production of the recombinant pharmaceutical in medicine, recombinant insulin, you might be also humulin, or the in recombinant that is the vaccine also can be produced from the plasmid. synthesis of human growth hormone in E. coli, vaccines for hepatitis B, and in agriculture also the PI-RI plasmids, the resistance that plasmids can be used by these plasmids. So these are all the functions regarding the vector and the plasmid. So thank you very much.